Hi, this is David, RetroGamerJapan.com. Today I want to talk about the Famicom Disk System. And there it is in all of its glory. And if you're thinking, hey, that looks sort of like a 3.5 floppy from back in the day, you'd pretty much be correct. It's pretty much just a floppy drive. It's not a standard 3.5 floppy. They use slightly non-standard disks that look like this. They're double-sided. You know, if it was sitting around, you'd probably guess it was a 3.5 floppy. But so this came out in '85. Legend of Zelda was the first game made for it. So the big advantage here with the disk system is you can save state. So if you're playing like an RPG, especially one of the longer RPG type games like Zelda, it was nice to be able to save exactly where you're at and pick up later on. The discs are, again, double-sided. They hold more information, so you can have like Super Mario Brothers on this side, Super Mario Brothers 2 on the B side, which is kind of nice. So in theory, this was all a really great idea, and this was really ahead of its time. So if you're wondering now, how does the disk system talk to the old Famicom? Well, enter the RAM adapter. And this part plugs into the back of the disk system, and then if you look at the bottom of the RAM adapter, you'll notice, ooh, that looks kind of like the bottom of a regular cart. So we'll just plug it in there, and there we go. Now they can talk to each other. Now, if you're one of the cool kids, then you kind of put that on top like that. There you go. Now you're cool. And if you turn it on, you get, zoom in here, you get the standard disk system little message that says put in the disk card, and you got Luigi and Mario running around the bottom, turning the light on and off, changing color. That's exciting. So we'll go back here. Alright, well, let's throw a disk in and see what happens. So let's try a little section Z. And section Z is a double-sided. And again, you're able to put a lot more information on this. So we'll stick it in, wait for the little, oh, there goes our little red light. And with the carts, they load instantly because it's on a ROM. But here, we've got to wait for the drive to spin up, and then if everything seems to be working right, you're going to get the old now loading screen, and it should pop up section Z, and hey, we're ready to play. And then we press start, and then it'll probably ask us to switch to side B, but I won't. Oh, hang on, let's see that again. Okay, I won't bore you with that, even though section Z is pretty cool. So that's all fine and dandy. Hey, everything works like a champ. So a few things you need to kind of keep in mind when you're using the disk system. Disks can be overwritten because it's pretty much just, again, it's like a floppy, and you can overwrite the floppy. So when you buy the Super Mario Brothers disc and you're ready to play, and you throw it in, and wait, you got to turn it on first. And you throw it in, and can't wait to dive into a little Super Mario. Let's see here. Alright, you know it's loading because it flashes the Nintendo screen. Uh-oh, Esper Dream. And that'd kind of be a bummer if you really wanted to play some Mario. So you gotta be careful. Obviously, this person, decided he was done with Super Mario Brothers and just had Esper Dream written over it. And back in the day, you could just take your disc to your local Nintendo shop, and they would they would be able to put a game on there for you, just to overwrite it right there at the store. With the games that have been overwritten, sometimes I have noticed that the games that look like they've been overwritten, like you can tell this thing's been overwritten. It's the sticker's been peeled off. With the discs that have been overwritten, they seem to have problems. Either they'll error out, or they'll be artifacting little problems with the video. Not always, but sometimes it's been my experience. And let's see, let's throw in one more game here. Here's Exciting Basketball. Let's see how that's down. Oh, I'll turn it on again. And so the light pops on, so you know the disc is spinning. And it loads up too. Ready to go. Alright. So there's a brief introduction there to the disk system. Now, a few things you need to think about, especially if you're thinking about buying one. The belt that spins the drive, they're always broken, so you need to have it replaced. So when you buy one, make sure that it's already been replaced. Because if the person you're buying it from says, well, I'm not sure if it works, or the belt may be okay. If it hasn't been replaced, then it's 99% sure the belt is dead, because it's a rubber piece. Typically, you'll open them up, and the belt will literally be just melted onto the motherboard or wrapped around the pulleys. And it's kind of tricky to replace it, but you can do it by yourself if you're a little bit handy. I've done it a few times, and it was a little bit difficult. And then there's a calibration that you've got to do. I guess I'll make a video about that later. And then you just need to think about the quality of the disc that you get. Like this Section Z is a good disc. It hasn't been overwritten. It loads fast. Everything's good. It's pretty reliable. Discs like this, on the other hand, just after quick visual inspection, okay, the sticker's been ripped off. I know this thing's been overwritten. I'm starting to worry about it. I've got several games that I know that have been overwritten, and they're either they don't load, they'll error out, or sometimes there'll be little problems with the video quality. Not always, but sometimes. So those are just a few things that you need to keep in mind. And then, of course, you buy Super Mario, you get Esper Dream. Anyway, so that's the disc system. All in all, if you've got a belt replaced and you've got a good disc, your chances of having it, you're gonna probably have good luck with it. And it's again, it's fun to play those games where a saving state is a real, is really important. So it was really ahead of its time. Came out in 1985, and that is the Famicom Disk System. Please stop by the website, retrogamerjapan.com, and email if you've got any questions. We'd love to see you at the site. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.